Hey, this is John Glennon of the Tennessean. I'm here with co-worker Jason Wolf, and we've had a very newsy day on the Titans front. Starting with the president role, Steve Underwood is now the full-time CEO and president of the Titans. General Manager Rustin Webster was relieved of his duties today. He will not be returning in that role. And Mike Mularkey, we know as a candidate for the head coaching job, one of several candidates for the head coaching job, and that process is ongoing. So Jason, what is your take on the events of today, and maybe can you fill things out a little bit for us?
Well, Steve Underwood, as you said, is no longer the interim president and CEO of the Titans. He is now the permanent president and CEO of the Titans, and he's going to be leading the search for a new coach and general manager. Gave out some pretty astounding numbers at his press conference a little while ago. Said the Titans have been working on these lists all season long. As far as GM candidates, they presented a list to the ownership group of 80 candidates, which is now down to 14. All 80 of those candidates supposedly had 15 or more years of talent evaluation experience, which was first and foremost the #1 thing that the Titans are looking for in their next GM candidate. As far as coaching candidates go, they began with a list of 155 coaches, which has now been pared down to fewer than 10. Steve Underwood says that it's not necessarily important to hire a general manager before a coach. It's more important to find the right guys and to make sure that they can work together. Beyond that, he says that there's no timeline for these decisions, that the Titans are going to do their due diligence and find the right people. This morning, Underwood says a dozen highly qualified coach and general manager candidates reached out to the Titans when they found out that Webster would no longer be returning. So there's apparently no shortage of qualified candidates interested in these roles. Mariota, I thought was interesting, will have at least some say in who the next coach will be. He'll at least meet the candidates, roughly 5, and they'll go from there. One of those candidates may very well be Mike Mularkey, 2-7 as the interim coach. Why do you think that he's still a feasible candidate, John?
Yeah, it's a good question, because obviously the bottom line is wins and losses for the Titans or for any team, and Mike Mularkey was 2-7 in those final 9 games. But Steve Underwood said there are other mitigating factors that will go into determining whether Mike Mularkey is their guy. A, his relationship with Marcus Mariota, how well he got along with Marcus Mariota. B, how his relationships with the players, how they played for him, how they view Mike Mularkey as a coach. And I think finally the fact that Mike Mularkey came in halfway through the season, was basically dealing with Ken Wisenhunt's system the entire time. I think Steve Underwood will take all those factors into consideration as he considers Mike Mularkey as a head coach.
Awful lot of changes coming.